Hello, this is Aubrey Birch with Easy School Marketing. I'm excited you're here with me today. We're going to talk about, is your fundraising hurting your parent experience? Now you might be thinking, no, it's not. It's perfectly okay. But I would like you to stick with me because we're going to talk about 3 tactics that I often see schools using that might be jeopardizing their parent experience. Now, why should you be worried about your parent's experience? Well, let's think about it. We all want to raise funds. Like, fundraising is important. We want to get the money. Yes, but at what cost? Our tuition accounts for the majority of, a lot of times, the money that is coming in, the revenue that is generated. So we want to make sure that this is not jeopardizing the parent experience and potentially retention. And if you think about parent experience, it usually takes 5 positive experiences to negate a negative one. So along those lines, fundraising can have a negative experience or a positive experience. So let's look at 3 tactics that could be jeopardizing your parent experience. Number 1, nickel and diming. Okay, during the fall season, particularly, I see schools asking so much of parents. So we're asking them to do the winter coat drive, which is great. It's a wonderful thing. You're asking for a winter coat drive for a charity. You're asking them to host class parties. You're asking them to maybe contribute gifts to the staff for the holidays. You're asking them to buy spiritware so that they can do XYZ. Plus, if you had a whole bunch of charges that weren't included in your tuition, which I never recommend, like books, activity fees, and all this stuff, parents were probably shelling out some money at the beginning of the school year, okay? Every time we're asking for something or asking parents to give something, whether it's food, whether it's money or something like that, there's a thing in their head that's going cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. And even though they might not even know it, it's a subconscious piece of always asking. So by the time annual fund comes around, like, they're hitting burnout. It's just one more thing the school is asking of them. So it's being very mindful about how you are taking that whole chunk of the first year, right? The first part of the year, and how much you are actually asking parents to participate in, to give, to donate, to be a part of, to any of those things. So definitely do that because that is key. Number 2 is, this is a common mistake. You're going to get angry at me and I apologize, but okay, I won't say it's a mistake because it is effective, okay? But it's pitting classes against one another. So it's really popular in some schools where you're like, the class with highest participation or the most funds raised gets a pizza party, okay? What does this do to a parent? 1, it's pressurized fundraising. And 2, let's think about the parent experience. So let's say Sally, the 3rd grade class won, right? All the other classes didn't win. And so all the other classes are going to watch the 3rd grade class have a great ice cream or pizza party. And like, it's that 1 or 2 parents in the other classes who didn't donate, which I'm sure someone knows about and is giving them dirty looks, that kind of ruin the experience for everyone else. And so Johnny goes home to his mom and says, we didn't win the pizza party. And Johnny's really sad. Okay, what sort of experience does that create? It creates a negative one. There's only a winner. And for fundraising, we have to think about it has to be a win-win situation. We should be bringing people together to win something. So for example, we're doing a lot of Giving Tuesday launches with our clients where maybe it's a challenge. If X amount of people participate on this day, the school wins this monetary amount from an anonymous donor and a pizza party for the school. Okay, that's a win-win that everyone wins and everyone can gather around, and it brings people together. It doesn't divide them. And that's what you really need to think about when you're looking at those fundraisers where it's, 3rd grade wins, but no one else does, okay? So fundraising should be a win-win for everyone. Okay, and then number 3, donor burnout, okay? So if you are running like a year-round fundraising campaign, okay, it's really being mindful of how much you're communicating about that. So I'm a big fan of the shortened fundraising season where your annual fund campaign runs from October to December 31st, and then you have some downtime and you're not asking anyone for anything until maybe you have a golf tournament or auction or something in the spring, or maybe you don't and you raise all your funds in that lump sum, right? Donor burnout is so real. And often we forget that we're asking and not providing value, especially when we're looking at our segmented list of grandparents and external community. What do they receive in between all those asks, right? So it's really strategically looking at, if you are running a longer term fundraising campaign through June, is to figure out, okay, when am I asking? And is it appropriate? And are you taking people off the list who have already given? So you're not actually sending them any fundraising emails anymore. That's huge, okay? So just thinking about donor burnout, and it's a reality. It happens all the time, and we need to be mindful of it. And by the way, those breaks in between your asks should be about relationship building, because relationship building first, it benefits the school, it benefits retention, it benefits everything. When people are happy and they feel connected to school, they give. So you need to build in that time during the down times of your fundraising campaign pieces, okay? So I hope this was helpful. Let me know. Please connect with me on LinkedIn or email me at aubrey@easyschoolmarketing.com. Thanks so much. Have a great day.